A very good morning, dear students. So, children, today we are going to do the last poem of our English reader book entitled For Anne Gregory. So, students, For Anne Gregory is a beautiful piece of writing penned by a very famous modern poet, W.B. Yeats, William Butler Yeats. So, Yeats published this in the year 1933, right? So, see, what is the base of this poem? You need to know a little bit about Lady Gregory and Yeats. Right? W.B. Yeats met Lady Augusta Gregory as an aristocrat and a poet who shared her passion for old Irish folk tales and legends. So Lady Gregory encouraged W.B. Yeats to write plays on this very theme, and together these people they established the Abbey Theatre that is very famous in literature. Abbey Abbey Theatre, right? So Anne Gregory, who is mentioned in the poem's title, she was Lady Gregory's granddaughter, Lady Augusta Gregory's granddaughter, right? So, in this poem, Yeats has presented a conversation that is totally imaginary. He has presented an imaginary conversation between himself and young Anne Gregory, right? Because I told you Anne Gregory is the granddaughter of Lady Augusta Gregory. So, the poet conveys that human beings are incapable of seeing inner beauty. We often hear in the movies that this person fell in love with this girl, this man fell in love with that girl, so on and so forth. So the poet has presented the true idea, the real idea, that human beings are actually not capable of seeing the inner beauty of other people, inner beauty of the people they express their love for, right? They give importance to the external, or you may say physical beauty only, right? The one who can love us for ourselves is the God, either the God according to the poet, or if you ask any other person's opinion, it may be your parents, right? None else. So in the poem, the poet describes a conversation between himself and Lady Gregory's granddaughter Anne Gregory, right? So see what he has described and how he has described it. Never shall a young man thrown into despair means sorrow, by those great honey-colored rampants at your ears. Rampants, are used for outer parts of the ear, right? That place where hairs often fall. So despair means sadness, disappointment, and love you for yourself alone and not for your yellow hair. The poet is talking to young Anne Gregory. He tells her that her hair is same color as honey. Her hair is yellow in color. The way her hair fall over her ears, entirely enveloping it with the strands, makes the poet think of the ramparts, outer part of the ears, makes the poet think of the ramparts one finds surrounding a castle and protecting it against attack from the outsiders, right? So the poet knows that the sight of her beautiful hair has made many a young man fall in love with Anne Gregory. Like, her hair is so beautiful, she has such an attractive physical appearance that many men had fallen in love with Anne Gregory, right? However, the poet is also sure that all the young men who claim to love Anne Gregory, right? They love her for her yellow colored beautiful hair. They love her because of her physical beauty, because of her attractive face. This is just an example, a kind of metaphor. Means a girl having yellow hair, a lady having yellow hair is attractive. So the poet here says that he is very sure that all the young men who claim to be in love with Anne Gregory, they love her for her beautiful physical appearance, right? So they do not know who she really is, and hence they are not able to appreciate her inner beauty. Of course, don't misunderstand that the poet is saying that Anne is only physically beautiful. No. So he would describe in the upcoming stanzas. Here he only describes that she is being loved by a lot of men, a lot of young men, because of her physical appearance that is so beautiful. Right? So further read, but I can get a hair dye and set such color there, brown or black or parrot, that young man in despair may love me for myself alone and not my yellow hair. Right? So hair dye means hair color. And Gregory is responding, as I told you in the beginning. So, this is a conversation poem, imaginary conversation done between W.B. Yeats and Anne Gregory. Anne Gregory answers her and says that if her yellow hair is her reason, if her yellow hair is the reason that young men fall in love with her, like she can easily dye it with some other color, a very hilarious statement. In other words, she can change her physical appearance, right? She also suggests that she might dye her hair brown, black or carrot color, right? So these colors are, obviously less appealing than the yellow color. So in other words, she wants to express that she can choose to look ugly. She also feels that she is very beautiful. She says here that she can choose to look ugly if she wants, right? Probably if she looked ugly, then she would get a chance to find out the real people who actually love her, who don't love her for her physical beautiful appearance, and she may find a true lover by doing so. I hope that's clear. So the concluding stanza, I heard an old religious man but yesternight declare, from yesterday, the word is made yesternight, declare that he had found a text to prove that only God, text means he has found a writing, right, a written document to prove that only God, my dear, could love you for yourself alone and not your yellow hair. The lines are spoken by W.B. Yeats once again. Remember, children, lines of stanza 1 and 3 are spoken by W.B. Yeats, and stanza 2 lines have been spoken by Anne Gregory, right? Second stanza is spoken by Anne Gregory. So now we are on third stanza said by W.B. Yeats. He tells Anne that he had come across an old man yesternight, right? So that old man was very religious minded, right? He had asserted that he had found a written document, you may call it a manuscript, in which it was clearly written that only God loves people only God loves people not because of their physical appearance but for their moral character, right? In other words, he wants to say that the truth is that, since times immemorial, that men cannot easily judge women, right? Men cannot easily judge women on anything other than their outer looks. A beautiful lady, a lady with a beautiful appearance, beautiful face, beautiful hair would get a lot of proposals from men that they all have fallen in love with her. So, W.B. Yeats expresses the same truth that since times immemorial, right, that men cannot easily judge a woman, right, on anything other than her beautiful looks. He is also paying Anne, in the last 2-3 lines, he is also paying Anne a kind of compliment that she can never look ugly even if she wants to. So, as it is written, could love you for yourself alone and not your yellow hair, right? So, what he has proved that Anne is indeed a beautiful creature, both physically as well as morally. Like she upholds a very good moral character, right? So the color of her hair or the beautiful face, so these things actually don't count. What counts is her that appearance of sound and healthy body and mind, right? So I hope the idea conveyed in the poem is clear to all of you. Throughout the poem, the poet says that men judge others simply by their appearance. Often it is said that don't judge a book by its cover, right? It means that do not judge anyone by their physical appearance only, so we may prove wrong by judging so, right? He truly feels that men should get to know who women are. On the other hand, he wants to say that men should know women from inside and appreciate them for their inner characteristics instead of appreciating the females for their physical beauty, right? He further says that he knows who Anne really is, and that's why he can assert that she is a beautiful person inside as well, right? He only hopes that some other men of his own peer group would also appreciate the similar kind of qualities in Anne that he sees in her. But he also knows that that is very unlikely to happen, that people are not able to appreciate the inner qualities of other people, right? So I hope the poem is clear to all of you and you must have liked the content, right? So do solve the back exercise questions. See you in the next sessions. Happy learning. Thank you.